Every suicide is a tragedy. It leaves a profound and enduring impact on families, on friends, on communities. And let me say to all of you how grateful we should all be to Liz Twist MP for championing suicide prevention and awareness, not just within Parliament but outside. So thank you, Liz, and thank you for your warm welcome today. I also know and appreciate that for many of you here tonight, you will have experienced such a tragedy personally. And I want to say to you that as a government, we recognise the devastating reality of suicide. And we are committed to preventing such a loss wherever that is possible. And we accept there is so much more to do. And we refuse to accept that any life should be lost when timely, compassionate support could have made all the difference. That is why suicide is one of our top health priorities and why we are taking forward the suicide prevention strategy. It's also why trailblazing guides like this one produced by the British Standards Institution are going to make such a difference, and I thank you for that. So let me express some appreciation. Anne, thank you for chairing the committee, and to your members for bringing this standard together. As Liz said and I said, this is a first. It is quite something. My thanks to BSI for bringing us all together tonight and for grasping the possibility of such a guide. And thank you also to Marcus for pushing for this guidance's creation. It's worth remembering that this event tonight does mark a very significant milestone, the publication of not just the UK's, but actually the world's first national standard on suicide prevention in the workplace. That really is something to be proud of. So what has stood out for me in my role as Minister for Mental Health is that I am struck by the strength of the coalition that works to tackle suicide every single day. And this guide, which, as Liz said, is referenced in our brand new men's health strategy, also a first in this country, is testament to that coalition, because it is being developed. The guide has been developed with contributions from charities, businesses and people with lived experience. It's informed by evidence and it's replete with links to even more available support. I'd say that was quite a guide. And this guide, in my view, will also help more people onto the team. The difficulty that businesses of all sizes can have in providing suicide prevention support is well known and well documented. So consequently, I'm really impressed by the effort that's been taken to make this guidance useful for all types of business. It really is impressive because it's tackling something that no one else has managed to tackle before. And friends, we all know and appreciate how key communities are when it comes to suicide prevention. But for me, workplaces are an essential part of that message. Why? Because they're communities in their own right, and they're also part of the communities in which they are embedded. And that's why I'm so pleased to see this guide include a dedicated section on creating supportive workplace communities and to highlight the importance of community beyond the workplace. As I mentioned and Liz did too, that today the Secretary of State, Wes Streeting, announced the first ever men's health strategy. And the government will be partnering with the Premier League to build on the success of the Premier League's Together Against Suicide campaign. This, alongside the neighbourhood-based suicide prevention pathfinders for middle-aged men, who are a priority group when it comes to suicide prevention, speaks to the enormous value that this government sees in communities. We'll be investing up to 3.6 million over the next 3 years, and this programme will improve timely access to neighbourhood-based support for middle-aged men and will strengthen up a joined-up approach across services, something that I know many of you have rightly pressed for. So, whilst so many of you have contributed to this standard, and I thank you, I actually want to end with a thanks to all of you who work tirelessly to prevent suicide, who work tirelessly to support those who are affected, and who continue to press us in government to do the right thing. I hope that we will do right by you, and I thank you.